What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxette. And we're going back to the compilation of their greatest hits, 1995, Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus. And the next track that is not part of any release I've already reacted to is She Doesn't Live Here Anymore. I wonder the context. Certainly the meaning on the surface is quite clear. Typically it might refer to an old romance partner, an old fling who maybe someone comes back looking for, and it's like, oh, sorry, man, she doesn't live here anymore. She moved on. She's moved away. She's gone. And even that could have more meaning than just her not being there. The life that they used to share, the places they used to go together, they all seem different, or they're not even there at all anymore because the person has departed. So I feel like, given Roxette's songwriting domain, that would be the most likely possibility. And yet, of course, it could be about the journey, about the person herself leaving and going to some other destination. But by using the word here, I suppose the location, be it a house or a city or just a group of places all frequented by a couple in the past, that could be, or that is, the essence of what the title's saying. It's not necessarily focusing on the person, the location instead. Nevertheless, I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Roxette. The track is She Doesn't Live Here Anymore, and it's included on the 1995 Greatest Hits compilation, Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus. Apparently she left on a motorcycle.
Told me
type of drumming you hear at the end of a live performance. Just lots of little flourishes and rolls and fills. So yeah, drumming really stood out on that one. The guitar work. Pear's vocals, I mean, it was a Pear-only track as far as I could tell. There were a couple moments where I thought maybe I was hearing Marie in the background just sort of doubling or shadowing some of his lines, but even that might have just been synth work. But by and large, if not entirely, a Pear-sung song. And unlike a lot of the songs he sings where his vocals are more supportive and when they do come in, they're sort of smooth and just gliding along with the track, he really turned up the heat in a couple moments and had a little rasp and a little fire to his voice, which I did enjoy that. And it's not something I remember in too many of his vocal parts in previous Roxette tunes that I've heard. So yeah, definitely that feature stood out as well. The lyrics, so far as I gather, when it started, the first verse or so, I thought maybe he was talking to a third person looking for this woman who took off and left the town that she grew up in. But then the more it went on and he was talking about they had made love under the autumn moon and so on, then it seemed like it was more about him. But it didn't seem particularly heartbroken. Maybe he was sorry, maybe it was a lamentable circumstance that she had, shaken off the dust of the town they grew up in and went out into the wider world. But he didn't seem forlorn. It seemed like reflection in a more nuanced, maybe even positive in some respects way, like cherishing some of those memories and experiences. But at the same time, it also felt like maybe there was some disappointment, or it was looking back with the absence of the present in mind. So I'm not sure emotionally where it exactly sits, but as far as I could tell by the end of the song, it did seem like he was talking about a woman that he grew up with and they were friends, like best friends when they were growing up, and then as they reached adulthood, maybe they had a relationship, some intimate connections, and then eventually she decided she wanted to get out of there. I don't know, I didn't get the sense that it was about him, that she left because their relationship fell apart. It seemed more like she left because she wanted to move on to a new phase, go to a bigger city, or explore the world, see what else was out there, and he was just left with the absence, left with the remainder of what his feelings and thoughts about it were, because he still seems to be in that same town, that same place. So yeah, like snippets and flashes to the past and an absence in the present, but not necessarily a tragedy. It didn't feel that way. So yeah, again, cool guitar work. There's a moment or two where it was a very electrical sound. There was this rapidly rising crescendo. I don't think it was a 303. It was almost acid-like, though. It had a really electrical, digital sort of sound, or maybe analog, but definitely, it didn't sound like a guitar or, even necessarily a normal, like, piano-style keyboard line. So I did enjoy those moments in particular. Curious to hear what people have to say about this one. Let me know, and I will see you next time. Peace.